Hey RogueTech fans, today we've got the Flashpoint Yurily Occurance. This one has one of the two biggest vehicles in the game, the Blimp. You might also start to think this has some familiarity with something you've seen if you're a big fan of the Red Alert series. Yep, we're against Yuri and his Blimp. Okay, let's see what we're up against and let's see what it says. Okay, as before, I'm just going to skip through, so please pause and read as you want. Essentially, what we're being told is that the system's in a lot of trouble. We've got to go in and get rid of Yuri. We've got to fight him. We will be facing his 300-ton Blimp. And actually, at the end of this, there's also the decision. Do we ever want to see these Blimps again or not? But it's not really clear what that decision is, so we'll get to that later on. Okay, right. Hopefully we're getting close to dropping now. No, we're still chatting. There's lots of text in some of these. They are worth reading, but when you've read it a few times, you kind of skip through. But you know, it's here we go, mounting up now, so that sounds good. Right then, Yurily Occurance is rated as difficulty 12, so it's not a particularly easy mission. To be fair, if that Blimp fires at you, you're gonna die. It's got a ridiculous amount of weapons. So the real key to this mission is when you're on the Blimp one, take it down fast. So anyway, assassination mission first. It's not this one that we'll meet in the Blimp, so it should be a nice quick one anyway. Let's see what we can drop with. Okay, for this particular mission, I've decided to go with my 3 new issues and one of the Black Roses, the one with the twin long toms. So, let's drop.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Okay, mission 1, simple assassination mission. I say simple. We're in a city. Oh, it's foggy, but hey, we've got airstrikes, we've got long toms, we've got 3 highly accurate mechs. Let's see what we can do. Okay, there's Yuri with his bunch of goons sitting there ready. I think we could probably go and drop an airstrike right on their heads at the start.
Buildings is fun. They can't run away.
So we're going to take Haikon Kerensky here. If we immediately airstrike where Yuri is, we should be able to get him and hopefully eliminate him right at the start. Okay, that's the airstrike on its way. We'll put my new, these are new buffered BD&I with small cockpits that I picked up from a super heavy Victor that I managed to kill yesterday. They're brilliant. They've even got built-in BC headshot. So no more do you need to actually put a separate BC there to headshot stuff. You're right there. Now normally there's also a whole bunch of units down here, so I'm going to move across here ready to take them out next turn. I'm wondering if I should have probably put Phantom on Rain's new wisher, but hey, a bit late now. Okay, I'm moving across with Wraith as well. Right, hopefully the airstrike will now come on in and take these guys out.
You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
Let's look to the sky, see if we can see that airstrike coming in. We've got quite a range of different mechs against us here. Here it comes. Here comes the plane. Let's see how much damage it does to these guys. It's hitting them from the back, so hopefully we will take out some of his escorts before they even start. There goes one archer. Ooh, okay, we should have a second airstrike coming in straight after this one. Here it comes, you can see it in the sky already. So let's zoom in and see what happens this time. Hopefully that's the second archer down. Yes, 2 archers down. Maybe the Stalker as well. It's taking quite a bit of damage to the rear. No, the Stalker and Yuri and his Victor stayed up. That's not bad though. I'm quite happy taking out 2 before we've even started. I'll settle for that. Right, what have we got in amongst the trees? We've got a fire starter, not so scary. I'm losing track of where all my units are. Ooh, we've got a Centurion there, bouncing around, so we'd better watch out for him. He's coming in from the top. I always find it so hard to see what's going on when it's all foggy like this. What's that? What's a thug? Oh, I haven't seen a thug in a while. And a Manticore tank as well to top things off. Right then, I think it should be my turn now. No, we've still got 2 more of them to take their turns before I finally get a go. I think what we'll do, we'll get Fiona to keep lobbing a few of her long tom shells over to finish off Yuri and that stalker. And we'll get the others to hopefully start focusing down these other units that are shooting at us. So far just missiles, so that's not going to be too much damage for me. A little bit of heat added there onto rain. Not too bad. These new wishes are really good at handling the heat, especially once you go above the 20-point affinity. I think what I'm going to do though, I am going to put Phantom on Rain because he's going to be moving straight up to the front, so he'll be a prime target otherwise. Right, what do we got? We can take out the Manticore, we can take out the longbow. I think it's got to be the longbow first. We will put on the pulse module as usual. And let's have a look. I think we'll just go straight for the head. Hopefully it'll be enough to take him down. That looks like a head hit. No, it wasn't. It was just a structure hit.
Talk to me.
Okay, we've now got Harkonnen in the next unit. This is the one that's got all the ERPPCs. This one doesn't have as good heat seeking as the Prime and the C, so the Newisha B is much better at long range shooting. I think we'll just fire them straight into him this time. He still survived. Unbelievable.
Hit, lad.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Right, so we've still got Wraith to take her turn. Where did that... I don't think we can see the Centurion that bounced up at us. I don't know where that's gone. I think we'll start heading up there with Wraith anyway.
Pedal to the metal.
And let's... yeah, we'll take down that building because it's in the way.
Uh-huh.
So that should give us a clear line of sight, hopefully next turn when it comes to this Savage Wolf that's sitting there.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so what are we going to do? With Fiona, I think we've still got this big grouping here, so I'm going to actually drop one right on top of the longbow, and the other we'll go and drop straight on top of Yuri. A thermobaric on each.
Multiple targets confirmed.
I mean, obviously the thermobaric are great if you need to take down trees as well. Or buildings. I love the sound of falling buildings in these missions. You just can't beat it. Right. Enemy's turn now. Let's see what they can do. There's quite a lot of them against us. Initially 12, so at least we've taken out the first 2 before we started. But it's still quite a few to fight off. As you can see, if you're doing this Flashpoint, it's well worth bringing some tough old mechs because you can expect to be shot quite a lot. If they can hit you. The old Phantom ability that I tend to like for a lot of my pilots, it is so good. I mean, the amount of ECM shielding it gives them, it just makes them such hard targets. Even if it's a super heavy like these, they just cannot hit you. The only exception is kill team pilots. Kill team pilots can hit anything. They're quite scary. Let's see, when do we get our turns? We've got initiatives 11s and 12s, so not for a while yet. That's one of the downsides of using super heavies. Obviously, their initiative is much lower than smaller mechs, but you know, you gotta have some negatives when you've got that much armor, that much weaponry. Here comes the Manticore. I think I'll survive that 9 points of damage.
Barely hit, Commander.
What else have we still got to move? We've got Yuri himself, we've got the Stalker, here comes the Savage Wolf. Still got a few more turns before my airstrike is ready to go again.
Standing by.
Next turn it will be ready, so we'll at least we've got that coming up. I'm thinking again I'm going to drop one right on top of the Manticore here. We'll also activate Field Command because we need that up, I think, because that will help with our accuracy. And we'll drop a second one right on top of Yuri. Again, we're going to go for thermobarics on both. Unfortunately, that's all of my thermobaric shells gone. I'm still limited to just 1 ton of that ammo. So frustrating. Okay, that's broken through a lot of Yuri's armour. It's getting structure damage. I reckon one more round on him and he'll probably be down. Okay, we're now using Harkonnen. I think we'll try and take out the longbow, which hasn't had its turn yet. We're just going to aim straight at the chest.
Affirmative.
There we go, one less longbow to worry about.
Battleneck down.
We're just going to stay standing there with Harkonnen because he'll need to shoot next turn at the same target.
Waiting for orders.
If we move Wraith up, we can get a target on the one over the other side. Aha, this is the Zeus XT, so we will put our pulse module on. Let's see if we can get damage and shot him. We can go for damage, so I'm going to go for damage because as you can see, the Zeus has quite a lot of protection against damage, so hopefully that's enough to take out the head. It should be. If we hit it, of course. We did! One pilot dead. You gotta love headshots. When they work, they're brilliant. I mean, when we used to do them, headshot was like, you know, vanilla. Everything got headshot in 1 turn usually. It was a bit dull. But at least now it's sort of fairly consistent and much harder to achieve.
Tango down.
Okay, that's the fire starter down as well. Now with that Zeus down, they should have slightly lower initiative than last turn, I would think, and because I've activated my field command, I should have slightly higher initiative. But it doesn't look as I've got higher initiative than they do yet. Okay, that gives Wraith a target there with that Centurion bounced up. I haven't actually seen the Raptor yet. They're such little... They're really, really well disguised little things. Is that the Savage Wolf or is that the Raptor shooting at me? Okay, the Thug is still alive over there and the tank is, so a couple of 40-point hits. That's not going to fully recover.
Minimal damage.
Okay, we should have my turn coming up now. Excellent.
Orders.
So we're on initiative 15. Do we have... I see the Manticore is
What can I
initiative
do for ya?
15. Can I target it? I can't. Oh, that's such a shame.
Got my attention.
Doesn't look like I can get the Manticore in line of sight, so I'm not going to be able to destroy it this turn. Well, what we'll do, we'll just take out the Thug, I guess.
Roger.
There it goes. Oh, another pilot death even.
That's one less hostile on the...
Seeing as only the Manticore left, I'm going to start wandering over with Harkonnen. And now we'll see probably... Yeah, here comes the Manticore. So get one more round of shooting at range before I get to take it out.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Okay, Wraith's turn. I'm going to take Wraith straight into the trees there, so she'll get a little bit extra protection. We're really close to him. 101 points of damage, bit overkill from the from the large supers, but hey, we like overkill. It's just taking out his leg, hasn't actually destroyed the mech, but I mean it's not far off now, is it? Okay, who's the other 15? Is it the Stalker? Ah, the Savage Wolf, of course, I forgot about that.
Ready to get it on.
Right, I can finally destroy the tank by the look of it using rain. If we have a look in, I wonder if we can get damaging shots. We can't, so we're just going to go standard. I don't think we need the pulse module even. Oh, yeah, I think we'll use the pulse module just to ensure it's 100%, shall we? Or 99.1 even. There we go.
Destroyed.
That's the reinforcements down. Let's move on the main lance. Now, what do I do with Fiona? She's got her airstrike up. I'm wondering if I can catch both Yuri and the Stalker in the same airstrike. Where's Yuri gone? I've lost sight of him. Has anyone seen Yuri? He must be hiding behind there. So what I'm going to do, I am going
Yes,
to
Commander.
use her airstrike. So we think Yuri is hiding in amongst this flame here. So if we start the airstrike here, and we take it across the Stalker as well, hopefully that will take them both out of action. Here comes the first plane, and hopefully it'll see Yuri in a second.
Airstrike.
Unless I've missed him. I may have missed him. Oh no, there he is. Yuri's down. Now we just have to hope this Stalker goes down as well. I think this is looking pretty likely. We've got one more airstrike coming in to take him out. These Tyre Aerospace are just brilliant. Oh, brilliant, I should say brutal. Here it comes. Yep, that's the Stalker down as well. We've just got the 3 targets left within the supporting enemy forces.
Go time.
So we've got the Savage Wolf, we've got a Raptor somewhere, and we've got the Centurion that fell on its back. Ah, here comes the Raptor, it's just behind the building now. Savage Wolf has taken its turn.
Orders.
Right, Harkonnen is up. I can run up the ramp, and where could I get a shot? I can get a shot here at the down Centurion. I think I may as well. It should be an easy shot because it's on the ground, so hopefully, yep. 5 ELPPCs at it should be more than enough to finish it. There we go.
What a waste.
Good to go.
If I go around the corner, if I remember, I think it was about here, the Raptor, so let's go and see what we can find.
Moving fast.
There it is. Ooh, shooting it straight in the back, but even then, the accuracy is only 54%. I should only need one of these to hit, to be fair, with 106 points of damage.
Behind you.
And he's down.
Run when you had the chance. Receiving you.
Okay, Savage Wolf is next. We're just going to log up a couple of long toms straight onto him, which should clear some of these buildings out of the way too.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Good to go.
I don't think I can get him in line of sight yet, so we'll just run up with rain, but make sure we turn off the laser pulse module first. So just the Savage Wolf to take down. I think we should be alright this turn, because it looks as though I'll be able to move Wraith into line of sight. Okay, my Black Rose took a few points of damage, not a problem.
Commander.
Right then, where can we get him? Aha, we've got a line of sight if we run to this point here. Excellent.
No shooting, just running.
We're going to switch to damage mode. We're going to put our laser pulse module on, and let's take out the head of this annoying Savage Wolf.
Target locked. It's go time.
One dead pilot. Or possibly completely destroyed Savage Wolf. Okay, let's move on to the next mission, which I believe is a standard base destruction mission, and then finally after that mission we'll get to meet the Blimp.
Mission successful.
Okay, we haven't taken too much damage. There's not much here I want to pick up. We'll just pick up a couple of the tanks, and we'll just drop everything else in and just go with whatever we're given. I'm not fussed. Okay, we have a consecutive deployment. I'm still going to carry on using the same pilot, same mechs. I know it says that the Black Rose is damaged. It's just a little bit of armour. I can repair it later on. Same with this new issue, not a problem. Let's just drop. Let's see what we're up against for this story base in Tundra. Oh, I like Tundra. Better heat management.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, let's drop, see what we're up against. If I remember, this is the base that's on top of a hill.
Command interface initiated.
And when we get close to the base, we'll have a bunch of reinforcements arrive. It is indeed. Okay, the base will have 4 sets of turrets, and there'll be at least 1 lance outside defending it.
Waiting for orders.
Now with Fiona, again, we're actually starting our turn properly. So I'm going to put her first of all into quad mech mode and then move her to here.
Move order received.
Another advantage of her airstrike is that you can take out turrets very effectively. I know I can't see them, but I know where they are. There's one here, there's one here, and one at this end, somewhere around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the airstrike over this side like that, and drag it through the base so it will also cover the archer. It looks like I'm going to have to take one turn before we actually start to see the airstrike coming in. I'm going to move into cover again because we may as well make the use of cover and, you know, minimise the amount of damage that we're taking from anyone else. I'm just going to fire randomly. I'm not even going to specifically aim at this one's head. Oh, here comes our airstrike. Tire fighter incoming. Ooh. It's always hard to scroll in when you're against the base. And that is the advantage of an airstrike against turrets. That turret's going to go down with the second aerospace fighter when it comes across. Same with that one. It looks like it's actually taken out the buildings for me, so it's going to save me a job there as well. I've just got to hope that that one on the back isn't some sort of long tom or something. I do hope it's going to hit the other turret. The pilot of this aerospace fighter is really keen on destroying buildings. Look at it go. I'll tell you, I'm getting my money's worth with this thing. Okay, he's also trying to take out the archer. It looks like he may have missed the other turret on this edge, which is a shame.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, so get to moving in with the next unit as well.
Double time.
I think we'll just fire. I'm not even going to bother putting my pulse modules on for this turn.
Die.
Ooh, that looks like one of the turrets shooting me. Hopefully my next aerospace fighter, here it comes. It's very difficult to scroll in when it's up this hill. You have to rush up there before it does.
Guys, those aren't our planes.
Okay, that's one of the turrets down, the heavy Calliope, so that's fewer missiles coming at me, which is always good. Let's see if it can take out the other turret and perhaps actually target this one at the end as well. Excellent, another Calliope turret down, so that's 2 missile turrets taken out of action.
Enemy structure eliminated.
The first of the 4 down. I haven't even got close enough to see the base, and my aerospace fighters are doing their job nicely. That's 2 buildings down. Let's see if we can take out this turret. Three buildings down.
It's time to bug out.
We've actually completed the mission before we even got into range of the building. I can now go straight to the extraction point if I want to. But we don't want to do that. We want to be able to actually take these units out of action, don't we? Well, unless the extraction point's right where I'm standing, but I doubt it. They probably put it miles away. There we go. It's all the way at the top of the hill. So we're going to fight our way through this. There's not really any option, I don't think. Okay, moving on forward with rain. We still have the reinforcements to arrive when we get closer to the base, but that'll take me a little bit of time to get there. In the meantime, we've still got some of these targets to get rid of, so that'll give us something to do. And I'm hoping by the time the reinforcements come, we'll have another airstrike ready to dump straight on their heads. It looks like we've actually got a hardened Calliope at this side as well, and a hardened Gauze emplacement at the other. We're going to focus on the Calliope with as many of our targets, as many of our units as we can. I think that Owens has dropped a barrage straight on top of my unit. Yep, it looks like Wraith has now got a barrage to take with her.
Sprinting.
To be honest, I don't think it'll matter too much. It's not going to exactly do a lot of damage to me. Right. We are going to take the Vulture out of action. Yeah, or not. We'll just hit it twice. That's a good start.
I've got your back.
Clear the way, I'm coming in fast.
I think with Harkonnen we're just going to use the RPPCs against the Owens.
Receiving you.
And then Rain can hopefully actually finish off that Vulture. Let's move on up as fast as we can. Do another offensive shot. We're not in range yet for damage. I think we'll just go for standard.
Engaging.
Ooh, that looks good. We didn't take out the cockpit, but we've critted with one of the ATM-12, so that's a good start.
Commander.
Okay, with Fiona, we're going to focus on this Calliope turret. We'll fire in a couple of the thermobarics because they're the most damaging we've got against turrets. Most damaging against the base. Look at it go! Walls and rubble flying everywhere. But unfortunately the turret did survive, but next turn it's going down. Okay, who's first? It's the Owens that we're waiting to take their turn. This turn I'm going to make sure that we move away from Wraith so that we don't all get caught in the barrels. There's no point taking damage when we don't need to. And I'll of course make sure Wraith is inside some trees so she takes less damage.
Talk to me.
Okay, Harkonnen, you are up. I think we're going to use Harkonnen to take out the Calliope before it fires because those things are nasty. They can fire a lot of missiles at once.
Target destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, we're going to move Wraith into the trees down here. And she can try and finish off this Vulture because it's a bit of a thorn in my side, this guy. Well, that's blown off half of its side, so that's a number of weapons down. We should be able to finish it off with Rain.
Orders.
It looks like, unfortunately, Harkonnen is going to get caught by the explosion.
Maximum speed.
I didn't judge that very well, did I? Let's see, are we in range of damage? We are. Let's go and switch to damaging shots. And we're just going to fire one less Vulture.
Target eliminated.
Okay, so we're down to just 2 units plus the... oh, there's the Warhammer. Ouch. Okay, like I'm saying, we're down to just 2 units plus the 1 turret. Fiona's going to focus on the turret. We'll fire a couple of high explosives at it. And hopefully that, it probably won't take it down, but it'll do a fair amount of damage to it. There's not much left of that base. Ooh, actually that explosion did quite a lot of damage to Wraith. I'm glad I put her inside the trees. It should all recover. After 1 consecutive, we should at least have a chance to recover and repair after this mission. Looks like the Owens is going to get to take their turn first. They'll probably drop another barrage on me, knowing my luck. No, I'm guessing the tag barrage has still got one more turn to cool down, so that's fine. Let's run on up to here with
Right, Commander.
Wraith. I should have probably walked so I can remove some of the stability damage, but hey, I forgot. Okay, we're going to try and take out the Warhammer before it gets to take its turn. We should be in range of a damaging shot. We only need one of these to hit true.
Here we go.
We only got one to even hit. It's not the best shooting that I've ever done. Okay, so we'll do the same here with Rain. We'll actually only walk this time, so slightly higher accuracy. We're really on damage. We've got the pulse module on. Let's see if we can take down the Warhammer.
Firing on target.
No, we didn't.
You've got my attention.
Oh, one more chance. We've now got
Roger that.
we've got Harkonnen with all of his ERPPCs. I mean, this thing's taken so much damage. Let's just fire.
Firing on the enemy.
Yeah, it's not down, but it's in trouble and it's probably going to fall. Right.
Yes, Commander.
So same again with
Acknowledged.
Fiona. We're going to get her to blast the turret until it's eventually down.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I mean, while technically we could go and extract, if we destroy the turret we're able to extract immediately, so it's better to go after it. Well, that's a big old block of concrete flying past us there. Okay, the Owens is getting their turn again. I can't believe that these two are still up. We're almost within the activation point as well, where we're going to have the second reinforcement set coming in. You gotta give this pilot some credit. I mean, plucky little guy, he's up against 3 super heavies and he's still fighting. Fair play to him. However, fair play, he's still gonna die.
Right, Commander.
There we go.
That's a kill.
It looks like we actually got a headshot without even meaning to.
Got something you
It's
want
always
done?
nice when one of those happens. Right, we're going to run up the hill so that we can get closer to the activation point. Again, we don't really need the pulse module because this guy's on the ground. Let's just aim at the head, but if it hits one in the chest, he's down. I should have aimed at the chest, shouldn't I?
Talk to me. Roger.
Let's just finish him off so he doesn't get back up. Okay, that's the garrison down. Now we've just got one turret and then the reinforcements to come.
Standing by. Locking in all weapon systems.
Oh, we still haven't destroyed that turret. That thing's really tough.
Aye, aye.
Okay, so we're now going to move on up. We're going to activate
Good to
the
go.
reinforcements, which might happen about now.
Roger. Full speed.
No, still out of range of doing that. I think we should be able to finish off the turret at least. Yes, we'll just go standard shot straight on the turret and that should finish it off.
Target acquired.
Okay, so we still have the reinforcements to go, which looks
That
like I need to
turret
move
is
forward
gone.
one more turn before that'll happen.
Commander? Double time. Receiving
And
you.
we'll move Fiona just over here so that she's
Confirmed.
nicely fortified, ready for the next turn. Okay, so let's see if we can finally get close enough to the base. There we go, here come the
Enemy
reinforcements.
reinforcements detected.
What have we got? Yeah, we can handle the additional forces. We have got a Vulture, an Owens, another Vulture, and a Marauder. And they're over here, so I think we're still going to carry on straight up the slope towards them.
Moving out.
Right, Commander.
Now Fiona, of course, has got her airstrike ready. We've got the 2 there. Where are the other guys? They've got to be around this area of woodland as well, I would have thought. So what we're going to do, we're going to start here, and we're just going to drag the airstrike straight through the woodland, and let's see if we can take them all out of action, even before they start. Ah, there's the other 2. We might have just gone and missed those, because they might just be outside the radius, but it looks okay.
Those aren't our planes.
that vulture took a lot of internals there. When the second plane comes in, I think it's going to probably finish it off. Same with that one. I'm not clear why, but only 2 of them got hit that time. They must have quite good anti-air abilities. Here comes the second plane. Let's see what we can take out of action. Okay, 1 vulture's down. Second vulture down. Yeah, and must have really good anti-air because it only succeeded in attacking the 2. But I'll settle for that. There's 2 less targets to worry about. So the Marauder and the Owens are both still up. We should be able to take them out fairly readily, I would have thought, because it looks like we've got a clear line of sight now on the Owens. I'm just going to blast it. Taking out its leg, it'll fall down. That makes it an even easier target. No longer has any evasion pips. Pilot's bleeding out as well. Usually if you get a bleeding out pilot and you leave them for just a few turns, the closer they get to that point where they're going to die, they'll just go and eject. Okay, I think I can get a clear line of sight. Well, I say clear line of sight. We've got Harkonnen straight in front of us. But if you ignore the Harkonnen straight in front of us, we've got a good shot. I'm going to put the laser pulse module on because I really don't want to accidentally shoot my other mech, but I'm sure it'll happen some point. We're just going to go straight for the chest so we can finish it off. There we go, 1 less mech, so we've now only got the Marauder to fight.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to whack a couple of Infernos in from Fiona because that thing's standing in a whole load of trees.
Aye, aye.
And all of that heat will make it so it can't shoot back.
Yes, Commander.
Now, I don't think I've got a clear line of sight on this guy, so I'm going to reserve out and hope that by the time it moves, Rain can shoot it. Doesn't look overly promising. I think it's still hiding behind the hill. Well, let's see what we can get with Rain, but like I said, I don't think we've got any hope of actually being able to see it at this point, so we're just running closer. Now, one advantage of super heavies is that things like trees do not slow them down. They've just got so much momentum and so much mass that a lot of the terrain features that other mechs struggle with, they just have no meaning to these guys. Doesn't look like we've got a line of sight. He's already moved, so we're just going to have to keep moving a bit closer until we get close enough to finally get to shoot him. Always making sure to turn off. I should have turned them off before we move. If you move and you've got a risk of explosion, that's when your like laser pulse module or PPC capacitor, that's when they'll go. Okay, Fiona's turn. Again, we'll just whack a couple of the Infernos straight on top of him to make it harder for him to fire back. Remove his cover. Okay, I don't think we're in a position yet to be able to go after him, so we're going to have to reserve out and wait for him to catch up to us. Hopefully he'll just crest the hill so that we can then actually shoot him this time. It's looking promising. Those weren't missiles. Okay, my turn. I'm just gonna have to use the long toms first, just because I love them so much. Right, we're gonna do 2 FAEs straight. No, we're not, because then that'll put a smoke cover on him. 2 high explosives straight at him, and then we're gonna finish him off with Rain. Oh, if Rain can see him, it might be one of the others at the back that can actually see him. That's interesting. I can't get a line of sight on him, but he was able to shoot me.
Commander?
No, I still can't see him. That's a really strange situation. That must be the terrain is just positioned in such a way that I cannot quite get my weapons over the top to him, but he was able to get some of his arm weapons to me.
Confirmed.
Okay, one more turn then. It looks like we've just got to wait for him to move again, unless I can get Rain into sight now, but I don't think I can. Nope. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to put Phantom on range so that when he does come over the top, he doesn't necessarily shoot me. And we'll reserve. We'll also Phantom up with Harkonnen. I mean, there's no point taking damage. You never know when that shot is going to hit your head, and then you lose your pilot. So anytime you have the opportunity to reduce that risk, take it. Okay, oh, it's moving back down. Does look like we're actually going to get clear line of sight on him this time, so it should be over. Because I know you all want to see the blimp.
Yes,
I want to see the
Commander.
blimps. Let's go and find the blimps, guys. Right. Let's see if
What's up,
Rain can
boss?
see him. I'm sure Rain can see him, yes. We can. We're going to get as close as we can. We're going to whack our laser pulse module on, put our things up to damage for our Supras. And then, because this guy's been really annoying, let's shoot him in the head.
Acknowledged.
There he goes. One very dead pilot.
I hope we can salvage it.
I do feel sorry for Yang. He's got some serious mess to clear up after I've been fighting them. I mean, that laser, it doesn't just go and burn through them, it can sort of like make an explosion as they die. Not nice to clean up the cockpit after that. Anyway, let's move on to the next mission, which I don't think is going to be another consecutive. And this time I'm hoping we'll finally get to fight the blimp.
Mission successful.
Okay, we've got a fairly decent payout, 2.1 million C-bills there. Our mechs have taken a little bit of damage, but most of it was from the previous battle, so we should have an opportunity to repair them now. I'm not really bothered about what we picked up, so I'm just going to grab some of it, and we'll just go with whatever they give us.